Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. My name's Eddie Campos with Eddie's home team of RE/MAX Preferred Associates. Let's go inside and see who today's guest is. So let's say somebody is going to miss the deadline of the 31st to be able to challenge. What can those people do? Do they have to wait until the next renewal?
So unless we discover under Ohio law, if there is an error, a data error. So for example, I have your home listed at 2,500 square feet, but actually it's 2,400 square feet, and you measure it, and then we send an appraiser out to measure it. Then under Ohio law, I don't have to wait for you to appeal. We can go and correct that and then file the appeal for you to get you a lower value and then give you a refund on that.
And you said that's 2022 or 2020?
That's any time of the year.
Okay,
but if you don't meet the deadline March 31st, the next time your ability to take a bite at the apple is again beginning January 1st to March 31st of 2022.
Got it. So
and you can only appeal once per every 3 years.
Got it.
So make sure when you do appeal, you really feel this is the best time for you.
And for the regular homeowner who maybe doesn't understand how they can do that and maybe aren't tech savvy or maybe they don't own a computer, they can reach out to a realtor. And most realtors, I would do this, is if they want to get an analysis of what's going on in their property, typically people will do that free of charge to be able to help them, get that information.
Correct. Our realtors and in the residential and commercial are the best source of really telling you, I really think she's got this right, or you might try, you've had some things happen to your property. She's really got you in the wrong neighborhood group.
Right.
I'm going to run some comps.
Right.
The sales are now dropping or they're increasing. So you're actually fine. Her number is great. Don't call.
Right.
So your realtor is your neighborhood expert.
Yeah.
Remember, I have all of Lucas County. But your realtors, they usually have a niche area. And that person is a great resource, and they are constantly working with our office and staying informed of all the new laws that are happening to help you.
So let's go back in history a little bit. A few years ago, school boards were implementing tax increases, or at least trying to motivate tax increases to new buyers in their school districts. Can you tell us what happened with that? And is there a risk of that happening again as we move forward?
Well, about a couple of years ago, majority of the schools, districts were all filing appeals to have new homeowners' properties increases and businesses. And that was permitted by law. Majority of the schools, except Toledo Public Schools, has stopped going after homeowners. They still pursue increases with commercial, industrial businesses. Any business they still pursue for that tax increase. So just like a citizen can appeal your value, the school board can appeal your value if it's a business or homeowners. But because we basically felt that was not a fair process, majority of the schools have stopped that practice except Toledo Public Schools. There's law right now pending at the state that may ban the schools from being able to do it at all.
House Bill 126.
Correct, House Bill 126. So if citizens really want to know what's happening, they can call their local legislator and ask what their position is on House Bill 126, because anytime someone buys a property, if our value is $50,000 lower than the new sale price,
which is very possible today.
Correct, because of the overbidding on asking prices, because it's not necessarily the home's asking price. So a realtor and the homeowner came up with the number, I want it for $235. I want to sell it for $235. But because there's only one home available in that area and there's 10 people bidding on it, that home could potentially sell now for $265. So the question is, or even $275. The question is, If it's over 50,000, then the school board legally has the right to come in and ask your taxes to be immediately increased to the sale price, the higher sale price.
Yeah, so traditionally it would be to the median value of the neighborhood. This is the actual sale price.
Correct.
And if I'm not mistaken, is it also retroactive?
Correct,
Yeah.
because we pay our bills retroactive.
Right.
Not only, so if you already paid your January 1st tax bill for 2022, they could file a case by March 31st, the school board. If you purchased your price more than 50,000 than what we've issued your value at, they could go back and increase your January 1st tax bill that you received from the treasurer.
Right.
And then your estimated taxes for the second half would also be increased.
So House Bill 126 would help with what then moving forward?
It would stop it altogether from any school board being able to appeal it. I don't think we're going to get that strong language. I think it's basically going to put schools be more cautious. I think they're probably going to compromise. I think everyone agrees that they should back off residential homeowners. I think we'll see a different type of compromise for businesses.
Hey everyone, Eddie Campos here, and we're back in the Appliance Center, and I'm speaking with Tiffany, and there's lots of balloons around the store today. Tiffany, what's the celebration? What's going on?
So it's always a celebration, of course. But if you come into our stores, the balloons indicate that that item is in stock. So something breaks down and you don't have time to wait for an appliance to come in and you need something right away. If you just come in and look for the balloons, that's something you could either take home same day or have it delivered within a couple of days.
Now, you were also telling me about a Speed Queen washer and dryer set that you guys have. What can you tell me that's special about those over some of the other washer and dryer sets I saw here?
The majority of washer and dryers come with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty, where Speed Queen will have a 3-year, a 5-year, or a 7-year warranty, which is basically them telling the customer, I can guarantee you that my product's gonna last a little bit longer.
This is a workhorse.
Right, right. I mean, and I've had mine for 8 or 9 years and a family of 6 and multiple dogs.
Now, what are a couple of the features you could tell me about Speed Queen that is also available? There's some that are all digital, I noticed.
Yes, they have a base model. They have something where you know, my parents, they don't want the bells and whistles. They just want to wash it and be done with it
Hot,
and dry
cold,
it.
start.
Yes. But then they do have, you know, up to the higher, you know, where you can get like a steam dry. You can get more fancy features that you could use on a daily basis.
Well, that's excellent. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Absolutely.
Head over to Appliance Center. They've got an abundance of appliances for you. The balloons indicate that they're in stock, and if it's an emergency, they can possibly get it out for you same day, at least next day. Thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. We'll see you next month.